behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell, and every time a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And as always, give us a shout on the comment section. We love to hear from you there. And of course, we love to hear from you in email. It's palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And it's good if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, but if you're simply a fan as well, go ahead and send us an email. We'd love to hear from you there. And be sure to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/PalmMashTV. And you can like or follow us there, send us an inbox, comment on the things you see. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. In just a moment, from Prince Edward Island, Canada, for the second time on our show, we have Maxine Maclennan, and she's going to be updating on things that are happening with her. And we're going to get to that in just a minute, but here's a quick word from Smile World TV. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
The types of shows we're seeking. Let us help you share your creativity. For more information, email us at smilepublishing007@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, swtvgetyourchannel.now.site.
Okay, here it is, interview time, and for the second time on our show, we have Maxine Maclennan from Prince Edward Island, Canada, and we're glad to have you back. Thanks for coming back, Maxine.
Thanks for having me, Paul. It's good to be back.
Yeah, we're always glad to have people come back a second time or even more as far as that goes. So what have you been up to? I mean, I know COVID has got everybody pretty down, especially you guys probably. But maybe you got some things going on right now.
Yes. So we were shut down for quite a while initially, and then some of the restrictions were lifted, and then we went along like that for quite a while, and then they lifted more, and they kept lifting more. And last summer, we finally got to gig again, and we had a super busy summer and right up to Christmas. And we went into like a partial lockdown, and now we're pretty much in a heavy lockdown again. So everything's really quiet again. And so I'm taken back to, going back to doing some online live shows and interviews with people like yourself, and, trying to keep my finger on the pulse of things in the music business. So while everything was in lockdown, I don't know how much we talked about, but so a few things that happened to me over the last year, I guess, or a little less than a year. I won a songwriting award from Rampage Indie Music for a song called Without You, which was one that I wrote for my mom after she passed. And then I got an honorable mention for the song that I just sent you, Forever Love, at the Worldwide Songwriting Awards. I didn't get into the top tier, but I had an honorable mention. They thought that it was a really good song, and so they sent me a plaque with an honorable mention, and one of the best, they thought, traditional country songs. And then I had 2 number 2s for To the Moon and Back and Without You on the Canadian Indie Country Countdown. And then just tonight, I found out that I'm number 4 in Ireland at a station called Carlow FM Country with Jer O'Brien in the DJ chair. and I came in at number 4. So I don't know, like the people over there must like the music. So thank you very much, people in Carlow. It's been very fun doing stuff like that and seeing where it takes you.
Okay, well, that sounds like you've been really busy, regardless of the COVID thing, and so that's really good. You
Yeah.
got any shows coming up you might want to tell people about?
We have 4 coming up in February. They're outdoor gigs, if you can imagine. If our chief public health officer, doesn't stop it. They are outdoor gigs, so we're hoping that they will go ahead. But they're at a place called Founders Hall in Charlottetown, in our main city in Prince Edward Island. And just myself and my duo partner, Norman Stewart, and we do a mix of all kinds of music and all different genres, and except for hard rock or rap. We don't do rap, or we don't do jazz. But we do country, we do folk, we do maritime, we do a little bit of soft, like John Prine, and we do some Glenn Campbell, and we do Carlene Carter, oh my goodness, Bob Seger, I can't remember half the stuff, and then we do original stuff as well. So he's a great guy to gig with. I love him to pieces, him and his family, and we're trying to get our boots on the ground in Ireland too. So so this is really good to have a number 4 in Ireland.
Yeah, and those are some great people, that you're doing, especially Carlene Carter. I don't know if she's still doing stuff or not, but I remember her from back in the 80s and 90s, really, going to town on the music there and really pushing her stuff. And
we also do Dina Carter as well. I love her songs too. She's great as well.
Yeah, she's another legend. Obviously, I loved all of her songs. Well, I guess if anybody out there is that lives in Canada, especially, but if anybody else finds I'm traveling to Canada and wants to go see those shows, why don't you tell everybody how you can get in touch with you, so you can tell them how to go to see those?
Sure. Yeah. You can find me on my website at www.maxinemusic.ca. I'm on Facebook and YouTube under my name, and email to Maxine at maxinemusic.ca. I am on Instagram, but I don't really know how Instagram works. So so I know that some of my stuff gets posted there automatically because it's hooked up to my Facebook, but I don't know how that magically happens or anything. So I just do Facebook and YouTube and Messenger. I'm on Messenger too, of course.
Okay, well, go out there today and email or send a message or whatever you can do to send Maxine a message, and I know she would love to talk to you and tell you how to do those things. And as you mentioned a moment ago, the song we're getting ready to watch in just a moment or so, it's called Forever Love. It's a great song. I mean, I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but is there a story behind that song?
There is. So I'm the oldest in my family of 4, and this song was written for my mom and dad, and it's my perspective on watching them as the oldest in the family, watching them go through the highs and lows in their marriage of over 65 years. And it's just a little traditional country song, because my mom and dad were very simple folk, and they lived life simply and very well, and lived very deep in their faith. They worked hard all their lives, and they did the very, very best they could with their kids. And sometimes that was hard. Sometimes there wasn't enough to go around. Sometimes the kids, some of them, not me, but some of them acted out in manners that I could tell that really affected mom and dad and their well-being and their mental health. And, you know, boys are gonna do that. And so I watched all of that as the older child, and the song was born from that.
Okay. Well, it is a great song, and I know everybody's getting ready to watch that here, and I'm sure you'll love it too. And we'll get to that in a second, but I guess we're about out of time. Maxine, thank you so much for coming back on the show. Anytime you want to come back, you know, just let us know. Maybe we'll have you back on a third time.
Sure, Paul. Thank you very much. I'd love to come back. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, and here it is for everyone, right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I've watched this love all my life. My mom and dad, husband and wife, they've had their share of ups and downs, but they made it through one more round. They started out long ago with a simple love. That's all they know. They made it work from then till now. Oh, looking back, they're not sure how. But this love, whoa, this love is a good love. This love, yeah, yeah, this love. This love is there forever, love. Well, the years flew by, but not their love. Well, they had some help from God above. Their faith is true and their love is strong. And now they're right where they belong. For each of them, only one love. They showed the world just how it's done. They built their lives with what they had.